Let me warn you first. This video may make you yawn. Not because it is boring, not because you are tired, but because the human brain is funny like that. The moment someone yawns, your mouth begins to open by itself. You fight it. You press your lips together. You inhale sharply, but the yawn still escapes. And then you feel embarrassed, especially if it happens in church, during prayers, in a serious meeting, while someone is talking to you from their heart. Mama would look at you and say, "What is wrong with you? Did you not sleep?" Teachers would say, "Am I boring you?" Pastors would say, "Wake up." But nobody ever stops to ask the real question. Why does the body insist on yawning at the worst possible times? Why would your mouth open wide, your jaw stretch, your eyes water, your chest expand, your lungs pull in air? If yawning was useless, the human body does not waste energy. So today, let Mamalogic explain science, gently, simply, with lived experience. Why do we yawn? Simple answer. Let's not complicate it. Yawning is your brain's reset button. That's the simple answer. Yawning helps your brain stay alert, regulate temperature, balance oxygen and carbon dioxide, transition between mental states. Yawning is not just about sleep. It is about attention, stress, focus, and survival. Your brain yawns when it senses something needs adjustment, just like a mother adjusting a child's collar before school, or opening windows when a room feels too hot. Yawning is adjustment. Mamalogic stories. Story 1. Yawning in church. Let's start where yawning feels like a sin. Church. You woke up early, you bathed, you dressed well, you even prayed before leaving the house. You are not tired. But 20 minutes into the sermon, your mouth betrays you. You try to fight it, you cover your mouth, you bow your head, but the yawn comes anyway. People glance at you, you feel guilty, you feel judged. Mamalogic question. If yawning means sleep, why don't you yawn during loud praise and worship? Because yawning is not about God. It's about oxygen, posture, and stillness. Long sitting reduces circulation. Still bodies reduce oxygen flow. Warm rooms increase brain temperature. Your brain says, "Open the mouth, let air in." That yawn is not disrespect. It's maintenance. Story 2. Yawning during prayers. Some of the deepest yawns happen during prayer. Quiet, eyes closed, breathing slows. And then yawn. Mamalogic explains, prayer calms the nervous system. Calmness reduces alertness. The brain compensates by yawning. Not spiritual weakness, biological balance. Story 3. School and lecture hall YAWNS. Every student knows this one. You slept, you ate, yet the lecture has not started and you're yawning. Mamalogic truth. Boredom and focus use the same brain circuit. When attention drops, the brain tries to rescue itself. Yawning says, "Wake up, stay sharp." That's why students yawn more in dim classrooms, long lectures, monotone teaching. Yawning is effort, not laziness. Story 4. Meetings that could have been an email. Office yawns are silent but violent. You nod, you smile, but your mouth stretches wide. The brain is overloaded with information, but underloaded with movement. Yawning restores balance. Story 5. Morning YAWNS. I just woke up. You wake up from 7 hours of sleep, still yawning. Mamalogic analogy. A car can be parked overnight, but it still needs warm-up. Yawning transitions your brain from sleep mode to active mode. Story 6. Stress yawning, the one people misunderstand. Before exams, before interviews, before arguments, before difficult conversations. You yawn. People think you are unserious. But athletes yawn before competitions. Actors yawn before performances. Yawning cools the brain. Cooled brains perform better. That yawn is preparation. Story 7. Argument YAWNS, dangerous one. You are arguing with someone. They yawn. You feel insulted. But stress increases brain temperature. Yawning calms the nervous system. That yawn might be stopping the argument from escalating. Story 8. Contagious yawning, why it spreads. One person yawns, another follows. Soon the room yawns. Yawning is linked to empathy. People yawn more when they are emotionally close. They feel connected. They understand each other. Mamalogic line. If I yawn when you yawn, our brains recognize each other. Story 9. Mother and child YAWNS. Children catch parents, yawns more than strangers. Why? Attachment. Yawning is social. Story 10. ANIMLS yawn too. Dogs yawn when stressed. Cats yawn when transitioning. Lions yawn before action. Yawning existed before language. Fun facts /SURPRACS. Fun fact 1. You can't stop a yawn completely. You can suppress it, but the urge stays. Because yawning is controlled by deep brain regions, not conscious thought. Fun fact 2. Fetuses yawn in the womb. Ultrasounds show unborn bobbies yawning. Not tired, not bored. Just brain development. Fun fact 3. Cold air reduces yawning. Yawning cools the brain, so cold environments reduce yawning. That's why people yawn more in warm rooms. Fun fact 4. Not everyone catches yawns. Some people rarely catch yawns. This doesn't mean lack of empathy, just different neural wiring. Fun fact 5. Excessive yawning can signal health issues. Too much yawning can indicate sleep deprivation, stress overload, medication effects, neurological issues, rare. The body always communicates. Yawning is one of its messages. Now let me ask you, have you ever yawned? In church? During prayer? In meetings? During arguments? Comment, yawning is science. Subscribe to Mamalogic Explains Science. Share this with someone who yawns and gets misunderstood. Remember, your body is not embarrassing you, it is protecting you.